right, so normally if I do it like this, it'll give people notifications. Oh shit, he's going live, and I'll get some people coming in here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait. Have some people come in here. This is not gonna be a fun, or hasn't been a fun few days. I'll say that. Let relevant places know that I'm live. Oh, I see we got 4 folks in here. So many more people we can get real quick. How's everybody doing? How's things going? I tell you, it's been an interesting couple of. We've had some interesting developments. Channels had developments. Here in the U.S., we've had developments. What up, Lewis? A lot of things going on. As you can see, the name of the stream, copyright strikes again. There's a reason for that. I took and made a community post on it, but we'll go a little bit more in depth on what that means for the future of the channel and how the stuff we got going on here in the U.S. is going to affect the channel as well, because I don't know if anybody's paying attention, but we got cases over here that just keep going up and up and up. The state that I'm in, not only are the cases going up, the cases amongst kids is going up, and the cases of kids catching it and getting hospitalized is going up. So it's kind of got me concerned. What up, Thomas? Cheers to you. Cheers, Gary. Phil Walker. All right, so I'm on. So I don't know if anybody seen the. What up, Ezra? I don't know if anybody's seen the reaction to Daniel Sloss that I did, that swearing reaction, but the reaction to his bit swearing. It went good for like 3 days, and well, I'm gonna get to that, Lewis. I'm gonna get to that because this has this live stream is gonna address a couple of things. I don't know. Like I said, the title of the stream is copyright, comma, strikes again. So copyright. I've gotten a copyright strike. I got a copyright strike on the Daniel Sloss video. No problems for like 3-4 days after I released the goddamn thing, and then Sunday I come on YouTube and I look in my I look at my dashboard. Received a copyright strike. It's like, what? That motherfucker went up with no problem. Normally it's blocked, or like you get it up for like 5 seconds and then you get the copyright strike. The shit's taken down, and it's like, well, what the hell is this bullshit? So that's one of those things that, as a whole, for a channel as a whole, like everybody's like, oh my God, you get 3 copyright strikes and your channel gets taken away from you. And it's not how it works whatsoever. You get 3 strikes within 90 days. Yeah, your shit gets taken. And it's like, they're like, nah, you ain't learned your lesson. You can get cumulative more than 3 fucking strikes because after 90 days, the strike falls off. So in December, the strike will fall off. Problem for me is, this is the 4th time this has happened. Like, I got 2 taken and doing music reactions. This is my 2nd one taken and doing reactions to, which I love taking a reaction to everything, but the problem is I've always been one to take and risk it for the biscuit, so to speak. So like I'm willing to take some calculated risk. Well, this calculated risk is starting to catch up a little bit. So everything that's on my channel could theoretically be given a copyright strike. And I'm still going to take into a point, look at the same stuff I've been looking at. However, when I started doing reactions, my tagline wasn't "Y'all be good to each other, love yourselves," which I added later because I was like, that's what we fucking need. Because look at what fuck's going on around us. My tagline was, and I started the videos like this. It's like variety is the spice of life, and hopefully you can find some of that here. So I'm kind of going to go back to that route. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing, but I'm also gonna open up everything a bit. I kind of got to, as much as I hate doing like top 10s and compilation type bullshit, I have to start sprinkling a lot more. I have to start sprinkling more of that shit in. I hate it, but they're less likely to get fucking hit. However, I'm still gonna be doing episodes of stuff, and since I'm widening things out, I'm gonna be doing episodes not only of the shows that y'all requested me to do. I'm gonna add anime, American shows, and movies to it. And I'll take and put the video out and let you know where you can find it, whether it's uploaded on Daily Motion or whether you have to take and go to the Discord servers for it. So I'm going to still take and do, and some of the reactions y'all asked me to do on YouTube might start to get moved over to Daily Motion a little bit, along with the backup copy of it on like Discord. So that way, my thing is I've got to take and have multiple ways of taking and doing this. That way I can alert y'all to it if it's one that I don't feel comfortable putting on YouTube, or it's one of those ones that's kind of in the gray area, like, because Daniel Sloss for me was in the gray area. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I've never heard of this cat. And it's on his this is on his channel and stuff like that. I was like, well, fuck it. I went ahead and put it out there. So it's one of those things, I mean, that could happen with any Al Murray video. It could happen with any fucking video for Frankie Boyle, especially Mark the Week. I mean, it's any of them at any moment could get a copyright strike. So I'm gonna start taking and changing things a little bit. What up, JV? I'm gonna start changing up a little bit how I do things. I'm gonna still continue to do the same things. It's just gonna be, some of it might be in a different spot from now on, but I'm also gonna expand, and I kind of got to. Part of it is, number one, until I can get a workaround, which I'm getting a DVD drive from my computer, and I'm ordering box sets of Bottom, Faulty Towers, and Only Fools and Horses. So that way I can take and do full episode reactions of that, which the Only Fools and Horses, Faulty Towers, that is a member exclusive. I've got two episodes up with each of those, along with Afterlife on the member Discord. But I've got a couple more like in-betweeners. I'm going to find a box set of that. I'm going to take and I'm going to rack to them that way from my own goddamn computer. So that way I ain't got to worry about taking and going to anything. But here's the thing. I understand. I completely understand. It's their stuff. It's their stuff. Right? And I have but that's the reason why I take and put the links. And that's the reason why sometimes you get the fucking long ass diatribes from me in the middle of a fucking video. You take and get all the pauses and sometimes those long ass diatribes, but a lot of times just a lot of broken up spots where I'm sitting there talking or laughing and commenting on what I see, because technically that makes it, that's fair use. That makes it part of fair use. Music runs a little bit differently. Music, you get us up like every 7 to 10 seconds supposedly. So that way you can take and comment on what you're seeing and what you're hearing and stuff like that. So that way, it becomes fair use, and you're doing like full on breakdowns. TV and stuff like that's a little bit different, is my understanding. So yeah, I understand with the copyright stuff completely. They put into hard work, but at the same point, when you got fair use standard, YouTube's like, fuck it. They want to claim it. Fuck it. They can claim it. So it's like, whatever. I'm rambling on about the fact that I got a copyright strike. So one of the other things is here in the States, and this is also going to take an effect things. So I'm going to expand things out on the channel, right? I'm going to start putting stuff in different places other than YouTube, depending on what it is. Now, there's a lot of the stuff like the sports type stuff and some of the some of the comedians and stuff like that, I'll still have on here. But like TV show stuff from now on, you're either going to find it in the Discord server or on Daily Motion. I've just got to protect what I've done here. I mean, I've just got 3 years on this shit. I've got to protect it. It's as simple as that. But with that, you're also going to take and get an expansion of what the fuck I'm going to be looking at. So I'll be looking at anime, American shows, and if somebody from another country is like, hey, take a look at this show, use subtitles, I'll look at it. If I can find it, I'll look at it. So one of the other things that's going to affect us, though, is the fact that we've got COVID like running rampant in this country right now. I mean, it's in the state that I'm in, they're getting like 10, 15,000 new cases a day, right? And so the first round of COVID, I was like, man, this is bullshit. Everything's shut down. God damn it. I didn't know anybody that got the motherfucker in this area. Nobody around me caught it. None. None. You heard of numbers going up. They never give names or anything. You didn't know anybody around here that got it. Like, I think my niece's dad's cousins, like my niece's dad's cousin and his wife caught it. That's the only two people we knew of that caught it, but we didn't know them personally. So it was like, well, goddamn, that's the only two people we knew of. Everybody I know is getting the fucking Delta variant. Everybody. And the thing about it is, with the first wave, you didn't hear kids getting it, right? You didn't hear kids getting that shit at all. We personally know 3 fucking kids that have caught it. One of them in my daughter's class. The teacher in my daughter's class is out right now with COVID. So we're going to take and change the way we do schooling. Luckily here in the U.S., we can do homeschool. And I think that's a route that we're going to take. Well, Aisha, I've only got the one, but it's the 4th cumulatively I've gotten on the channel. And at some point in time, you have to take and change how you do things at times. So that's all this is. This is just an explanation of what's going to happen going forward with the channel. One of the other things that is going to affect things, we are going to start taking and teaching our kids here at school. We've got a homeschool association that we're going to be reporting to. We're going to be sending their classwork to and stuff like that. They are accredited, so we can't just take and just throw some mumble bullshit together. We've got a curriculum that we're going to be purchasing to take and teach the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, hey, and Antler, that's the thing about it too. That's the thing about it too, is the fact that we've got 3 school districts around here that all the schools closed. And so thank you. Much appreciative. One of the subscribers sent this to me. Thank you, Spud. Much appreciated. And Beer Hounds, I'm be honest with you, homie, I completely disagree with that, Bo, because I know, I'm sorry, but Whiskey Scout got put in the hospital with COVID and wasn't sure he was going to pull through, and I need to check on him. I haven't been able to check on him here lately. They weren't sure if Whiskey was going to pull through. Like, no, COVID's not just a flu, just by a different name. I disagree with that. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. To Frozen Gamer and to Spud UK Chips, much appreciated. Appreciative for those. But we are going to be homeschooling our kids, so I might have taken. We haven't pulled them yet. My daughter is home because she's got a sore throat, she's got a runny nose, and she got a cough. Now, granted, that's shit for sinuses. However, she was taking cough or try to blow, not so much blow her nose, but how you trying to take and get your shit fucking cleared. She does that in class, they're going to send her home. So we're just keeping her home until we can get that shit either cleared or whatever. That was a plan. And we were like, with all the cases of COVID going up, just the fact that not only did her cousin, who is her classmate, get it, we know our niece, she had to take in quarantine for 10 days. 2 of her classmates got it. My daughter's teacher's out with COVID. I think there's like 1,200 kids district wide and like 300 teachers that are out with COVID at the moment. So we're like, I don't. Man, I'm trying. I'm gonna say this. I still try to keep that small channel mindset. I'm still technically a small channel. There's a lot of people on Instagram I need to take and get in touch with and check on and stuff like that. But I still try to heart people's stuff, even if I can't take and reply to it, because my thing is I might have taken and reacted to something and put it out there for people to watch. The thing about it is you take time out of your day to actually sit down and watch it, even if it's only half of it, or even if it's a fucking quarter of it. You took time out of your day to take a look and see what the fuck I was doing, and for me that means something. And I still try to take in heart as many comments as possible. It's getting a lot fucking harder to do, but the flu has put many in the hospital over the years. It has. All right. We're not going to debate what we believe about this shit, because I'm sorry, it's, I know too many people in the medical field, dude. And while I thought the same thing at one point in time, oh, this is just a bad flu, that's all. It's not. It's worse than that. The flu doesn't shut fucking hospitals down with people in ICU and them having to have overflow ICU fucking beds. The flu doesn't do that. COVID has multiple times. It's doing it right now in South Carolina, where I'm at. Got 3 hospitals have no fucking beds, and they've had to take in, again, tell people they can't do elective surgeries until this shit calms down some, because their ICU has been filled up, and there's been 3-4 people or 2-3 sections that have been converted to ICU. And there's other beds that are being taken up by patients who have to have better treatment than what the fuck they can send them home with. Mick, thank you. I'm trying to look for your fucking thing, homie. Thank you, Mick. Much appreciated, man. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'm with all the cases and stuff like that, with it affecting kids, and the fact that I know a lady that works ICU, and they've had 2 kids die, and they've got more kids in the ICU at the Children's Hospital. At this point in time, I'm not willing to risk my kids. The first thing of COVID took and hit, I was like, man, fuck, they took the kids out. That's cramping my style because I can't do more reactions. This go around, I'm like, you know what? Because the first one, you didn't have kids catching this shit. The second go around, I know of somebody who works ICU. My sister's a fucking RN in Alabama, and half the people that I was going to say, it's like 20%. She's telling me the kids that they're intaking are getting put in the ICU for this shit. So I don't like the numbers that I'm seeing. So we're doing what we think is best for our kids at the moment. Once this comes, one of the things that also helps us do, my oldest daughter is also, she's talented and gifted. So she's in 4th grade. One of the things we are going to be doing is teaching her 4th and 5th grade stuff. So I think I agree with that, but I think the other part of the problem is with the viruses, the fact it's a coronavirus. Like your common cold's a fucking coronavirus. The flu's a coronavirus. The problem is it's like any other coronavirus. Once it's out in the wild, it starts mutating. We're starting to see some of these mutations. Like you take and get a flu shot that's for the strain A and B, but if strain C hits, hard that year, well, the flu shot doesn't work worth the fuck. So we're starting to see, okay, COVID hits. Now the vaccine is supposed to, supposed to take and help you not get as sick if you do catch it and stuff like that. But they're seeing a lot more breakthrough cases than what the fuck they were expecting, which is the reason why we're getting talks of a booster shot and stuff like that. So, and then they found another mutation. And I can't remember the fucking strand name for that shit. Hey, I'm live. Hold on for a sec.
You're live?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was just going to say really quick, I was actually going to I'm coming to the house really quick to test Lily.
Okay. All right.
I'm on mail route.
All right. Love you.
Love you, bye.
Bye. All right. So the wife is on the way to the house now to do one of the home COVID tests on our daughter. So, but we're still going to wait till Friday to actually go to doctor's care, because my brother-in-law, he took and was feeling rough. He took and went on a Tuesday, got tested negative, went on Friday because he was feeling worse, got tested, was positive. So yeah, the Delta is the new one. So so just know that here, okay, what I miss? Thank you, Spud. Thank you, Spud. Much appreciated. Boy, I'm gonna have me a lot of beer here shortly. That's for sure. Cheers, Jenny. No, wife doesn't have it. We both went and got tested for it 2 weeks ago, because the wife had been in very close contact. Like, she took her sister to work the day before her sister tested positive. So she took in quarantine for a week. I took in quarantined kind of with her, and no problems. So yeah, I'm also going to have that. So as far as how much I upload here in the next little bit, it might take and change a little bit until I can get a routine down. This is the only thing you're getting from me today. Like, I've got my kids in the other room. After I get done with the live, I'm going to take and go watch cartoons with my youngest one. So once school starts up, I think my wife is... we're going to do more of the schooling once the wife gets home. So I think I'm trying to think, because yeah, it's just going to take and be a little bit of play there for a little bit. So you might take and see a little bit of spottiness here for the next 2 weeks as far as content that's put out. Granted, every night, if you want to take and chit, now most of y'all's 1, 2 o'clock the fucking morning or later, but most, I do stream on my fucking gaming channel every fucking night. Thank you, Mick. Much appreciated. Thank y'all. Y'all are awesome. I greatly appreciate that. Like, that's definitely much appreciated, man. Why can't you watch anymore, if you don't mind me asking? Like, I don't mind. Like, if this is because you disagree with my stance on COVID, I mean, I understand not wanting to watch folks anymore, but like, yeah, family does come first, and it comes first more than anything. As much as I love YouTube, and much as I love y'all in my community, like, my family comes first, and I try to take and do right by both. I'm gonna tell you what right now. If you're gonna take and leave because you disagree with what I'm doing and what I'm taking and seeing and what I'm getting from people I know in the healthcare, then good riddance. Get out of here. Because if you're gonna take and leave because you disagree with a viewpoint that I've got, then you've got a small mind. It's as simple as that. You can't let people believe what they want to believe. You're like, oh, I'm out of here. Well, that means you that's cool. Bye. Like, I'd rather take and lose somebody for for them for what I believe in, and them taking just be, oh, that's, fuck all that. Fuck all that. If you want to take and go, then go. There's no need to announce your departure. This ain't a fucking airport. Simple as that. Yep, you are. Bye. Like, I don't mind difference of opinion. I think difference of opinion is what makes the world go around. We all have to have our own viewpoints, but if you're going to be so small-minded that you cut somebody off, or that you take and, well, I'm done with you, well, then there's no free flow of ideas. Now, I can take and listen to your viewpoint, and I can be like, all right, well, I disagree, but that's cool because, that's your viewpoint. You have a right to that viewpoint. Well, no need to keep fucking talking. If you're gone, you're gone then, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, like, for real. I think you just want the attention, so that's all that is. So yeah, it's, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm buying a DVD drive for the computer. Not only, I've got quite a few things to react to here. I've got AC/DC live at River Plate. Like, somebody sent it, so I'll react to it. ZZ Top. I got them live from Texas. Rising Damp. The Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister. And then I've also got, well, I've got two things of Yes Minister. I got Series 1, and then I've got the complete Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister. Well, see, I don't think there's no reason to block folks, Christian. It's just, there's no reason to block them. I'm not worried about it. Because I've said I've already viewed it as the flu. Like, I've already thought at one point in time it was a bad case. It's just a bad flu strain. Like, because the flu's been around, people have gotten hospitalized, people die every year from the flu. It just hardly ever gets reported unless it's in your area. Like, and it affects people that have, compromised immune systems and stuff like that. So, Jason, cheers to you. No, I have not. I've still got them up there, and I've got all the biscuits to dunk too. I hadn't been able to take and get around to it yet, man. The AC, you draw the line at AC/DC. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like some AC/DC stuff. I like some ZZ Top stuff. Like the whole catalog of stuff. There's a reason why they've been around for 40 years. Every 15 years you have a hit. So, it is what it is. But Jason, I do plan on. It'll probably be once the kids are here at the house and we get into a better routine, because I've had a shit routine here recently myself. But I do plan on taking and doing a stream, taking and trying both of those teas, and then also trying the different biscuits you sent with it, dunk. So. Well, see, my family is more along the lines of, like, if it had been the chocolate covered biscuits with the caramel, like, them shits would have done been gone. Doesn't matter if there was fucking tea around or not. Like, them fuckers are, I like those. My kids like those. My wife likes those. But the Jaffa cakes, my wife and I just, that's what it comes in. It's a wrap, cause that shit is done. Same thing with tea cakes. Like, tea cakes come in, oh my god, those shits are gone quick. So, thank you, John. Much appreciated. So I've got some. I'll take and add that to the Scotch fund. And see, that's what's worrying me with COVID. And that's what differentiates COVID from the flu for me is the long-term effects. Because the flu, you're over the flu, you don't feel fatigued for fucking 3-4 months afterwards. You get the flu, you don't have olfactory, you don't have issues with your smell and stuff like that for a fucking year or two. I say a year, 9-10 months afterwards. The nurse that I know that works in the pediatric hospital, she didn't have her fucking sense of smell for fucking 7 months after she got rid of the fucking COVID. That's the difference between COVID and the flu, in my opinion, is the long-lasting effects that you get off of each one. Because you take and get COVID, or you get the flu and you get over it, and you're good to go. Now, if you got underlying problems, you're going to get sicker. You could die from it. Flu, COVID. That's just how that works. And that's any disease. If you got any underlying effects that affect your immune system, you're going to have bigger issues, right? Problem with COVID is the fact that there's still people that are had COVID and still can't go back to work because one of the side effects has them debilitated to where they can't fucking do anything. Can't fucking smell, still have fatigue 4, 5, 6 months. Like, there's just some shit with COVID, in my opinion, that differentiates it from the flu. So that's the reason why, in my opinion, once I started learning about that kind of stuff, they're not the same whatsoever. They're just not. So, and that's what got me thinking, okay, this isn't like the flu. Julie, I hate to hear that. So I'm going to bring something up real quick. And this is, if anybody wonders why here in the U.S., like, we've still got 40% of our population that is not vaccinated. I'm going to show you the reason why so many people here have an issue with the vaccine itself. And give me a second. Let me bring the damn thing up so I can share it on my screen. So I'm about to share my screen. Share screen. Share screen. Oh, shit. Hold on. Damn it. New window. All right. Bring that up over on this side. Copy, paste. God damn. Hurry up now. All right. So, now let me try this again. Share screen, share screen, share screen. This is why a lot of folks here in the U.S. are having issues with the vaccine. It's what gives me a little bit of pause with it, right? So you take a look, and the VAERS, anybody wondering, VAERS is the Vaccine Adverse Events Reporting System that's set up by the CDC. So healthcare professionals take a call into this, take a report, any kind of side effects and stuff like that they take and see from vaccines. This is just for the COVID vaccines over here. 13,000 deaths, 56 hospitalizations, 76,000 people put in urgent care, 103,000 office visits, 5,700 cases of anaphylaxis, 4,800 cases of Bell's palsy, 1,709 miscarriages, 6,200 heart attacks, 5,200 cases of myocarditis, which is where the heart takes and enlarges and gives inflammation, 18,098 permanently disabled, 2,870 cases of low platelets, 14,000 life-threatening reactions, 26,655 severe allergic reactions, 7,500 cases of shingles, and some smaller stuff they don't take, and that's not enough for them to take and actually put up here. And you can actually read through like highlighted myocarditis cases. This is the reason why over here, the vaccine, you've only got 40% of people that are actually vaccinated. People are like, oh, they're anti-vax. They're looking on the CDC's website. The thing about it is over here, we got the FDA to take and actually approve the Pfizer vaccine, which actually, let me bring it back up. I'll show you with the, Let me bring it back up. Let me bring it up on another one. Come on. God dang. I got so many. All right. Mortality. This one. Copy. Paste and go. All right. So these are deaths reported to the system. So the manufacturers, folks that's been reported they've died after they took the vaccine. Janssen, which I never heard of. Moderna, 3,400. Pfizer, 9,600. 3 times as high as the other vaccines. And this is the one, and that's the one that got approved by the FDA over here. So that's the reason why over here in the U.S., you know, there's a lot of talk about, oh, they're anti-vax or anti-vax this and anti-vax that, and blah, blah, blah. They're looking at the report system. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I've got all my vaccinations. I think people should take and have vaccinations, at least, you know, for the simple fact of there's a reason why we have a lot of dead fucking diseases and stuff like that. Well, see, that's the thing. And that's what I've told my sister. Like, because she's nervous about it. I'm nervous about it. But there's a chance of shit going wrong with any vaccine. Like, you never know genetically, you know, your bio makeup and stuff like that, how your body's going to react to this stuff. Problem is also for a lot of folks over here in the U.S., like if you take a look at the adverse events rate by vaccine, COVID, 36%. Next closest, measles, mumps, rubella, MMR, at 10%. So you got 3 times higher than the next highest. That's another problem for folks. The other thing is the fact that the other vaccines in this country, the government set up a slush fund. So something you take and get measles, mumps, rubella, whooping cough, any of the polio, any of the other ones, you have a problem with any of those vaccines in this country, you get, you know, it leads to disability, or it, you know, winds up, you know, that's what killed your kid or, you know, family member. You go, basically, you got to go to the government because big pharma's protected over here. But you go to big government and they got a slush fund, so they pay you out of that slush fund.
All right, I love you.
Love you.
Back to work.
Okay. This vaccine right here, if something happens, they look at it like they tell you it's basically personal risk because they're still considered experimental. So now I'm going to take and get the vaccine. I'm worried about it because of all the stuff that I'm worried about it. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm worried about it because of all the side effects that I've just shown. I'm getting it. My wife's going to wind up getting it. It's just, and see, and that's the thing. They're supposed, you know, it doesn't stop you from getting it. It stops you from, you know, it's supposed to stop any like really bad fucking complications if you do get it. So I did. With that, and she as soon as she took and said it, she was out the door. So my thing is I'm going to take and get it because number one, I want to be able to travel. Number two, I want, if I do take and get, you know, if I were to take and get COVID, I don't take and get, you know, hopefully really bad stuff off of it. There's been breakthrough cases here in the States, people that take and get it. Half of what's being hospitalized in Alabama at the hospital my sister works at is vaccinated. Here it's about 15 to 85 as far as vaccinated, unvaccinated. So, but the chances are you're going to be better protected with the vaccine. I just don't like all the side effects with this motherfucker. But I'm going to get it. But that's the reason why you still got 40% of the country that's not vaccinated. The other problem is, for a lot of places, you hear somewhere it gets it in, you better go get the motherfucker. Because if not, it's like the test around here. God damn it. You hear a place around here has a test, you think you might be sick, you better run to that motherfucker, because if not, they're going like that. Like, it's quick. So that's the reason why here that's the reason why here in the U.S., like only 40% of the country, I think, has gotten vaccinated. There's a reason why a lot of folks are against it. There's a reason why. That's one of the reasons why there's medical professionals over here that are taking and not wanting to take and get it because they don't like the side effects they've seen from it. But it's one of those things, man. It's this COVID and the variant itself. It's I don't know. It's been interesting to watch. It's been interesting to see everything that's going on around it. So. And that's the thing. You get the vaccine, you can still get it. Right? You can still get it, but it's supposed to take a cut down on the bad complications you can have after you get the vaccine. So, you know, and that should be something they take and tell you whenever you get the vaccine. Because a lot of places, you know, a lot of folks like, oh no, you're not going to be able to take and get that or whatever. And it doesn't work like that. Now, in a lot of cases it does because your body has the antibodies, and, you know, if you come in contact with it, the antibodies fight it off, and you feel no ill effects from, but it's not just like that. I don't know. For me, it's almost like a combo. I think it could be classified as either, to be honest with you. But I'm not getting into that because I know it took a lawsuit to take and settle it. But it's the fact that I get told not to dunk it. I think it's more cake than a biscuit. And see, that's the thing. And see, Julie, and that's the thing. For me, the complications, there's been millions of people in this country that have been vaccinated. Those are high numbers, granted. However, in the grand scheme of things, they're not high enough to take and prevent me from going to get it. They just give me a little bit of pause when I take and see the numbers, because I know, you know, I know now at least some of the complications I could have. It's just the numbers are low enough that it's like, all right, this is something you've got to take and do, because I don't have the compromised immune system, you know, past pneumonia, the fibro, you know, I don't have none of that kind of stuff. But I'm overweight. I do dip, or, you know, once I can take and get back to the vape shop, I'll be vaping again. But that kind of stuff, just the fact I'm almost 40, I'm overweight. Father Time's starting to catch up. Yeah, I need to go get vaccinated. There's no two ways about it. So, dude, those things come in and they're original. And I think it was the black, the original and the cherry were gone the first day. Like Jason took and sent in the box, and the Jaffa cakes were gone the first day, man. Those two. Daniel, cheers to you. Hopefully you're doing good, man. I wish I could have went and seen y'all when I was up there in Maryland, dude. I didn't even think about it while I was up there. I didn't realize. I should have been like, what part of Maryland y'all were in? Are y'all in? And swung over and seen y'all. So I'd wanted to take and do that with Hey Look Squirrel, because we were in we were in his neck of the woods, but we didn't have enough time for that, unfortunately, by the time we got to where he is. And so Moderna vaccine, let's see. Shortbread is awesome. Shortbread is awesome. I love those. Wagon wheels. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure if I've had the wagon wheel, to be honest with you. I think I have. I've had so much stuff. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to take and keep up. Well, I'm aware because it's on the English Rugby. And I've got the Yorkshire Rose behind me because it got sent to me by a subscriber. So it's funny, I get asked all the time, why, what's up with the Yorkshire Rose? And now I'm getting, why you got Leeds Liverpool, number one, I do pull for Liverpool. I try to catch Redmond TV or actual games themselves whenever possible. But a subscriber sent me this. Subscriber sent me that. Subscriber sent me that. Mick sent me that. So stuff like flags that get sent to me, and I've also got a picture that I've got to take and actually put on the wall that somebody drew of me. But any like flags that get sent are getting put on the wall. So yeah, I actually still have a jar of Marmite. I've got one that's very, very well, one that's out. I was going to say very, very low, but one that's out. Black currant, I loved. I like it better than the regular. They've got pineapple. Oh my God. And kiwi. Oh my. Yeah, might take and find the pineapple and the kiwi, and I'm gonna reorder myself some black currant. So. Marmite's made from it's made from beer product, byproduct, if I'm not mistaken, the yeast. And probably some other things to go with it. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are eaten over here that if I seen what goes in it, I probably wouldn't eat it, just saying. Ooh, I might have to see if I can't find that and take and do a watch along and go live. So I'm going to go ahead and so for any of you that got here late, the very first part of this was I got a copyright strike. So the way things are going to be done is going to be a little bit different going forward. I'm still going to do the same type of reactions. Some of it though, depending on how I feel about it, might get moved over to Daily Motion and the Discord. So that, and I'm going to be homeschooling the kids. So my channel is going to change here a little bit. What chocolate bar is your favorite? I think it's called the Crunchy, the one with the honeycomb sugar in the middle. That shit is fucking phenomenal. Like, I love that. So, but I've got to take and hop off of here. I got to take and make sure the kids aren't taking and destroying the living room. I take and watch it on NBC's got an app called Peacock TV, so or Peacock Premium, and they've got rugby on. They play rugby on there. They take and play Premier League games and stuff like that. So, but even like on YouTube TV where I watch my sports stuff, it's normally I can, if they play football, if they put football on there, they'll take them. I can catch at least one game a week. So, but I've got to hop out of here, unfortunately. I appreciate everybody that stopped in to take a listen to me ramble. And y'all all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.